If you've been following us, you'll know that we sold our business and we moved up north. We're Mike and Debbie Kelley. We're easing into retirement one RV adventure at a time. We're not retired yet, but we're working on it. We're traveling the country willy-nilly style. In our F-250 truck we call Willie, and our RV Sports Trek travel trailer we call Nilly. Come along and watch us on our travels as we learn the ins and outs of RV life. We get to see some pretty epic places. Please like and subscribe, follow us, do all the things to help keep you connected to all of our adventures.
Oh my gosh, what a novel idea!
So with this super bad weather coming in, we decided to pack things up and try to pull out a few hours early. So we planned our route and we hit the road. I love this sign just south of Toledo on I-75. Have a quick detour through Huntsville, Ohio. We needed to stop and play Santa and deliver some family Christmas gifts. And when making the Huntsville stop, it ended up taking us through Jackson Center, Ohio, the home of Airstream. We did go to the Heritage Center, which is a museum inside the Airstream headquarters, but we just didn't have time. I did a little bit of reading on the internet, and it just looks like it's an awesome tour. And the tours looks like they run them 5-6 days a week, and they're like $5 for adults, $3 for seniors. Kids and under, 12 and under are free. Perhaps that'll be another trip and another time, but for now we gotta hit the road and head south because we want to stay ahead of the weather. It was pretty bad in Cincinnati and Covington, and that slowed us up a little bit as well. Like the line of weather was pushing us all the time. We always tried to stay out in front. Planned stop was at the newest, new to us, Buc-ee's in Kentucky, just off of I-75 between Lexington and the Tennessee border. The rain and snow caught up with us. Tell it from this picture, but the rain turned to ice, everything got slippery, and this was the last view we saw before going to bed. We stopped, I think it was a Holiday Inn we stayed at, and in the morning when we woke up, the icy conditions, the road conditions were bad when we hit the road the next morning. And our goal for the day was to make it to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and go up and see what was on top of Lookout Mountain. Lookout Mountain is a mountain ridge located on the northwest corner of the state of Georgia, the northeast corner of Alabama, and along the southern Tennessee state line in Chattanooga. There we wanted to go to Ruby Falls. Some of you don't know, Ruby Falls is a series of underground cascading waterfalls totaling 145 feet, and it's located inside Lookout Mountain. For our cave tour, we decided to go to the little deli type restaurant and have some coffee and a little bit to eat before we took our cave tour. The sandwiches were pretty good. We had about a 30-minute wait, which was perfect timing, to get in line with our tour to head to the elevator to go down into the caverns.
Welcome to Ruby Falls. The miracle of nature you're about to explore was discovered by a stroke of luck, when one man followed a big dream. Your adventure begins as we descend 260 feet into an underground cavern deep inside Lookout Mountain.
For your safety, as you exit the elevator, please stay with your group. Watch your step and head, and use the handrails where provided.
I-O.
Oh, nice.
This is pretty cool.
Ruby Falls.
After our day at Ruby Falls, we had booked a night at an Airbnb just outside of Chattanooga, Tennessee. After we got unpacked and settled in, we headed back into town to check out a couple of microbreweries and restaurants.
We just tried our remote start. We've owned the truck for 2 years and it's so cold outside. We did a remote start from the restaurant here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and it worked. Something. Owned the car or the truck 2 years and just realized it had remote start.
We could remote start. What are you doing?
I was just going to video myself saying that we learned how to remote start.
Yeah, she reminded us that we had remote start. We had forgotten all about
2 years we've owned this truck and not known that.
We knew it.
We headed back to the Airbnb after dark, and it was still really cold.
I'm just visually, it is cold, and the wind is blowing something
snow?
fierce. I don't see any snow, but it is cold. And this little Airbnb is, I don't think insulated all that well, and it lets a lot of cold air in. So this Airbnb has no TV, and it's just a little one-bedroom, like a garage barn or maybe an animal barn that's been converted to an Airbnb. It's really cute, and it's not bad priced. They had it decorated nicely. It's got this little wall unit TV, and it does generate a little bit of heat. And we are vacating this little tiny home Airbnb at about 6 o'clock in the morning. The pipes froze. The multiple heating sources were all working, but it was still very cold in there. So we had to pack up and head out. Couldn't use the toilets and couldn't take showers. So we headed out.
Moved back out to I-75 and headed south, made it to Buc-ee's just as the sun came up. And you know what Buc-ee's is famous for, besides their brisket, of course? the potties. We finally did get to Greensboro, Georgia, to Lake Oconee. We did find some problems with our RV and storage. We'll save that for the next video. Thanks for watching. Cheers.